Christine Avanti Fisher, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I make my version of zucchini parmigiana. There's a lot of Parmesan cheese and a lot of zucchini, and you're going to love it. So here are the ingredients for my version of zucchini parmesan. I like to use 4 medium zucchinis, 2 cups of marinara sauce, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, about 1 handful of cherry tomatoes, 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I have some fresh basil for garnish, of course, salt and pepper, and a little bit of chili flakes. Those are optional, of course. Okay, let's get started. So step number 1 for the zucchini parmigiana is you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. So we've already done that. I'm going to get my zucchini ready. So I'm just going to cut the ends off. I don't have to cut off that. I've already washed the zucchini. And then I'm just gonna cut it in half. Now, some people might wanna cut it into thinner slices. That's totally fine. I'm gonna do this. That's all I'm doing, okay? Cutting it in half. And then I'm just gonna line it up on a baking sheet. I came up with this the other night. I had so much zucchini in the fridge and I thought, what am I gonna do with all this zucchini? And I just decided I would quickly cut it in half and throw it on a baking sheet and then see what I could do with it. It needs to fit into a 9x9 dish. So just make sure you're cutting it to where it fits into your 9x9 baking dish. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is, you could drizzle olive oil on it. I'm just being precise because, you know, I like it. So I'm just using a brush and I'm just brushing my zucchini with some olive oil because everything is better with olive oil. Absolutely 100%. High in monounsaturated fatty acids, they are good for you. And then I'm just going to flip really quick. Just get the backside. Just kind of getting olive oil all over my zucchini. Then I'm just gonna go a little bit of salt on the backside here, a little bit of pepper. Then again, a little bit of salt. And then just a tiny bit of pepper. And then, you know me, if you watch my videos, nothing is complete without a little bit of red chili flake. All right, so I'm just sneaking that in there for a little bit of a spice. Now my zucchini is seasoned, prepped, ready to go. I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. I just wanna pull some moisture out and get it a little bit cooked. Here we go. Okay, so the zucchini has baked for 15 minutes just to draw a little bit of the water out. Anyways, it looks good. So the next step is to do the layering. This is gonna put a little bit of marinara sauce on the bottom. I think the marinara sauce gives it a little bit more flavor. So just a little layer on the bottom, because I just started layering Parmesan cheese, marinara, Parmesan cheese, zucchini, marinara, Parmesan cheese, zucchini. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of the Parmesan on the bottom. And then I'm just gonna put my zucchini pieces in there. So just zucchini. You might wanna give it a little squeeze and get that water out. I find that just 4 of them works good. Layer of marinara sauce. This is the simplest thing to make in the world, and I cannot tell you how delicious it really is. This is what you do, okay? Do a little bit more marinara. So good. And be generous with the cheese because we've got a full cup of cheese to go in between these, all right? Got my first layer in, right? And now I'm going for the second. So I'm just gonna give my zucchini a little squeeze with my tongs here to kind of get the water out. You can pat it with a paper towel or whatever you want. I just squeeze it and it's just dripping out. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in there one at a time. So my little pre-bake of 15 minutes was just to soften up the zucchini so we can get that extra water out of there. You're not gonna get it all, and that's fine. It's vegetable, it's high in water, it's good. It's good, but you don't want your zucchini parmigiana to be super watery and soupy. So squeeze the water, there you go, little squeezy squeeze. So, and you could do as many layers as you want. If you have more zucchini, do a bigger pan. Use a little bit more marinara. Just work with your volume of food that you have. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my next layer of marinara sauce. And then on this layer, I did add cherry tomatoes to it because that's what I had in my fridge. I'm one of these people, I go in my fridge and I'm like, oh, what do I have? Oh, I need to make something out of all this because I don't wanna waste food. All right, so there's all the marinara, got it on there. So I'm just gonna put in a few cherry tomatoes on the top, and they're gonna bake so beautifully once it goes into the oven. It's going back in. Just gonna slide it in here. Ooh, don't burn myself. It brings so much joy. So it's going in for 35 minutes. Okay, so our zucchini parm, look at that. It looks gorgeous. So take it out and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of breadcrumbs on here and some more Parmesan. Just to give it a little crunchiness on the top. Okay, so I've done my final layer of Parmesan and some breadcrumbs. My oven is set to broil, super hot, so be careful when you do this. And I'm just gonna put it in for about 1 to 2 minutes on broil. And because Christine cannot seem to make broil work properly, I constantly set things on fire when I do broil. I have to stay here with it. So I'm just going to stand here with my oven light on and I'm going to monitor the broiling and we will not have any fires like we have in the past because I walk away and then I come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? It's just gonna give a nice golden brown to the very top of my zucchini parmigiana, which is oh so good. Okay, it's been 1 minute. That's all you need. Look at that. Oh yeah. There you go. There's the broiling. Super hot, super beautiful. It's ready. I'm just going to chiffonade a little bit of basil so I can throw that on the top. So this is chiffonade. It's just a thin little, I'm not gonna look up. I have a big knife in my hand, not gonna look up. All right, there we go. So there's the chiffonade of the basil. Isn't that fun? Okay, so we'll just sprinkle a little bit on top, little basil, fresh basil. You could also do fresh Italian parsley or whatever you want on the top here. I just can't do anything without the basil. I love it. So the zucchini parmesan is done. I'm just gonna cut it up and serve it up, but it is gorgeous. I hope you make this. I hope you like, comment, share, save, tell me what you think. I wanna hear from you, okay? Here we go. I'm just gonna cut it into little sections first. I'm gonna have a bite of this because it looks incredible. It's my delicious zucchini parmigiana and it is oh so good. Remember to like, save, share, and that you are deeply loved by God. So good. Thanks for watching.